In this video, I give the kitchen a very much needed clean and tidy. If you're new here, hello, welcome. I'm Remy and I'm a naturally messy person, and I make these videos to make people like me feel less alone. So if you're the kind of person who feels like you're constantly cleaning but can never seem to keep on top of it, or maybe your house gets chaotic and overwhelming very quickly and you just don't know where to start, don't worry, you've come to the right place. We can clean along together. I tackle big overwhelming messes a lot in my videos, and I hope that watching me do that gives you the motivation that you need and shows you that it can be done, and quicker than you might think. I used to be so overwhelmed by my own messes that I'd be paralysed by them. What I now know to be task paralysis. I'd avoid making a start for days because I thought for some reason one day I'll wake up and I'll magically have the motivation. Obviously leading to things becoming worse and worse and the mess just building up. When I did eventually tackle the mess, I'd tell myself, this is the last time, I'll never let it get this bad again. I'm going to be so disciplined, I'm going to be a brand new woman. And then what do you know, it got that bad again. And then I have to go through the same headache of trying to convince myself to make a start over and over again in this vicious cycle. Berating myself and feeling so disappointed in myself that I couldn't just keep on top of it. Why can't I just be normal? Why can't I just be like everybody else? Everybody else seems to find it so easy. That's what I'd think. Not the case, by the way. Everybody has their own mental issues and blocks and things they have to deal with. What that might be is just different to each individual. Anyway, now, although I do still make big messes, what you just saw on the counter, for example, happened in about a few hours. But I'm at the point now where I see something like that and I know that it's easily managed. And I'll go as far as to say I actually enjoy tidying it up. I do it and I go into a kind of meditative state. My brain quiets down. I can go into creative mode and write scripts in my head as I go along. Maybe I'll do a little bit of visualisation. Either way, 90% of the time I'll come out of a clean feeling happier than I started and very zen. And cherry on the top, I get to watch a huge mess transform into something clean and cosy. So satisfying. By the way, the floor is filthy because it's been raining constantly and we've been going on lots and lots of muddy walks. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, you're not a lost cause. You might not ever be able to stop the big messes happening in the first place. I never have. I never mastered picking up as you go along. But the messes don't upset me or send me into avoidance mode anymore. And I want that so much for you too. So join me here as we learn to love and accept ourselves for who we are. And as we learn to work with the brains we have and not against them. We might not ever have those perfect Instagram-worthy houses, but we can still make our homes cosy and find manageable ways to deal with our messiness, even if that means doing one huge clean at the end of the day. That's what I do, and let me tell you, I am amazing at it. I can clean a huge mess in record time, because I found that's what works for me, and I practiced at it, and now I'm super efficient. Anyway, if you were wondering what all of the sawdust was about in the corner of the kitchen, about a month or so ago I decided to incubate some chicken eggs that my granddad had brought over. And I know a lot of you have been waiting for an update on them. Well, 3 hatched, but unfortunately none of them made it. They were born very poorly. I did everything I could to try and help them survive. I don't know whether it was an issue with the incubator, with the humidity level. I personally suspect that the eggs had been sitting for a bit too long before they were put in the incubator. Honestly, I wish I'd never done it now. I feel so guilty, not just for the chicks, but for Rudy as well. Rudy was absolutely gutted. I just think I was a little too confident and a little too hasty. I've hatched ducks and chickens and even a baby pigeon in that incubator before, and I'd never had anything like this happen. But yeah, it's a lesson learned. Anyway, I'm spot cleaning all of the really messy bits of the floor because Ike's around and it's impossible to mop when he's in the room. I'll do a proper thorough mop after he's gone to bed. I didn't want to wait to get all of the patches though because I want to see the kitchen and think, this looks lovely. And I get a good arm workout in the process, so that's always good. And here you have it. A kitchen that looked like it had just been burgled, transformed into a lovely, cosy home. Thank you so much for watching and I really hope you enjoyed it here.